Hi, it's Ant here again from Hawthorne Grove. Welcome back. Been a few days now, so I thought I'd better give you a quick update. Not a great deal happening on the Hawthorne Grove front at the moment, so what I thought I'd do is use the opportunity to say a quick hello and plug the event that's coming up. Our first event, which is free, and it's going to be a gathering in our local forest here, which is in Northamptonshire, and it's Salsey Forest, and that is going to be on Saturday the 25th of March between 1 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon. We're going to be meeting at the Forest Cafe because just in case the weather's a little bit grotty, we can always dive inside and have a nice coffee and a chat. Plenty of room in the cafe to chill out. Across the way there is really nice toilet and washing facilities as well. We've got absolutely loads of car parking, great for kids, great for dogs, etc. So there is a parking charge at the site, which I can't remember offhand, but you know, the event is free, so you just got to park your car and pay whatever it is for 2 or 3 hours or however long you can stay, really. So we're going to be there on Saturday afternoon, 25th of March, between 1 and 4 at the cafe. Thought that'd be a great place to meet initially. If it is a nice day, we could always just wander off somewhere after initial sort of gathering and discussion and chat and stuff. So then we can perhaps, if it's nice, we can wander off and do a little bit of forest sort of tree exploring and things, which would be really nice. But first and foremost, it's an informal meeting, it's a gathering, it's a chance for like-minded souls to come together and say, hello, you know, we're all weird, hi. So, especially for me, it's going to be an interesting one because I'm sure many of us out there are practicing on their own. We're practicing solitary or hedge, to use another term, whatever the basis of their spirituality is, whether it's Wicca, whether it's witch, whether it's druid, whether it's shaman or shaman, etc. You know, we're all got one thing in common, which is nature-based spirituality. And a lot of us are solitary, and a lot of us prefer to be solitary. You know, not everybody wants to be in an order or a group or a coven or whatever. So it's a chance for some of us loners out there to come together and talk about what it is for them, what it means to them, you know, what path they walk. I've explained before in my previous videos that I use the term wildwood mystic because it actually means the practice of a hedge witch or a hedge druid, or you know, a solitary nature-based spirituality practitioner. Yeah. So when I saw this term in one of Ray Beth's books, wildwood mystic, I thought that's great because, you know, to me that's a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, chuck it all in the cauldron, stir it up, boof, that's me. So I like being, you know, a lot of people use the term eclectic. Well, yeah, it's eclectic, I suppose, if you like, but I like, because I'm really into my trees and I'm really into like deep nature and you know, wild places and stuff like that, wildwood mystic sits nicely with me, so that's where I'm coming from. So basically, you know, what is it for you? If you're a solitary practitioner, what elements of those spiritualities do you tap into? You know, what are you drawn to most? I suppose out of all of them, I'm probably drawn to druidry most because there's probably more elements of druidry in my practice than there is elements of, say, Wicca or shamanism, you know, so that's basically what it is. Like-minded souls coming together just for the afternoon, first event. There may be other events dotted in and around the UK in the future. We're going to test the water with 1 or 2 freebies and see what happens. So if you're able to come, great. You know, Northamptonshire isn't accessible to everybody, but it's a start. It's where I grew up, so it's a great place to begin. Basically the topics, you know, bring to the table whatever topic you want, as long as it's related, obviously, to what we're about. The topics I might tap in on are druidry, first and foremost, because that's probably most of my spirituality. what it is to be a wildwood mystic in general, and discussing those solitary practices. Meditation techniques, tree communication, light energy, chakra meditations, all that kind of stuff. So any meditation sort of techniques that you particularly do, or that encompass nature in any way, like trees or rivers or rocks or whatever. Somebody introduced me to a calendar a few years ago that uses the 13 sacred trees to the Druids, and I work with that on a yearly basis alongside our Gregorian calendar, and I find that really resonates with me. It goes from solstice to solstice, the wheel of the year. So it follows the moon phases and stuff like that, and I find it amazing, and I find it really interesting, and I can delve in deeper and bring some information along with me and talk to you guys about that. Somebody actually has already asked me to do a YouTube on the Druid Tree calendar that I follow, so I may well do that at some point as well, but I'm just going to bring that to the table at the event as well, so we can talk about that together at the forest, which would be lovely. So that's about it in a nutshell. Just a little plug about the event that's coming up. I'll do it again Saturday the 25th of March between 1 and 4 o'clock at Salsey Forest Cafe in South Northamptonshire. It's near a village called Hartwell. So if you go onto Google, if you're interested in finding out where we are, go onto Google, go into Northamptonshire, go into a village called Hartwell, or put in Hartwell, Northamptonshire. Right next to Hartwell you'll see the motorway, the M1 motorway cutting straight through, and then the forest right next door. And that's where we are. And if you zoom in right into Google Maps over the forest, you can see where the Forest Cafe is. So, you know, even if you're not sure till right to the last minute, you can find it on Google Maps, you can stick it in your sat nav. It'd be great to see you if you can come along. Be wonderful. If you want to follow us, if you want to tap in, actually, if you can make the event, go to our Facebook page, okay, so it's Hawthorne Grove on Facebook, and go into our events and you'll see the event there. Pop a comment in, or just say you're interested or you're going or whatever, or just ask anything you want in the comments box. So go to the events page if you're interested in coming. Let us know that you're interested. That'd be really good. You can find us on Facebook, as I say. You can also find us on Twitter, Hawthorne Grove, and on Instagram, which is Hawthorne_Grove. Okay. So, and also here on the YouTube channel. Anyway, lovelies, just dropping in to plug the event again. So it'd be great to see you if you can. If not, I'll be doing more videos soon. So stay tuned and take care, and we'll see you very soon. Love and light. Namaste. Blessings, guys. Bye for now.